Before we proceed to our interpellation, I wish to thank, of course, our chairman, the ever reliable Chairman Paduano. And let this uh, Vice Chairman, the presiding officer in its temporary capacity, remind the committee that this investigation pertains to the 300 million rehabilitation of public market of Silay, 300 million construction of Silay City College, and 500 million for a new city hall. And with respect to disbursement, we just wish to remind the committee 44.9 million for the public market has been disbursed. 172.42 million for the City College, released in 3 tranches already. 74.9 million for the City Hall, released as of September 6, 2024. Anent its status with respect to Silay City Public Market, despite 44.9 million disbursement, the chairperson noted that minimal progress was made in the rehabilitation project. Delays were attributed to unresolved vendor relocation issues, inadequate temporary stalls, and poor condition coordination with stakeholders. Initial temporary structure were deemed unsuitable, leading to an additional 8.3 million allocation for steel stalls, yet vendors' concerns remain unresolved. On the Silay City College, the chairperson noted that a total of 172.42 million was disbursed, with the project reportedly 50% complete. And finally, on the new City Hall, the chairperson stated that construction had only recently commenced, despite the release of 74.9 million, and questioned the independence and impartiality of the Bids and Awards Committee, specifically in the selection of Silver Dragon as the winning bidder. Now we proceed to our interpellation.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Acop is recognized.
may I know if there are resource persons who are attending for the first time this hearing?
Comsec.
Yes, Mr. Chair. There are several resource persons.
I think they must take their oath, Madam Chair.
All the resource persons who are attending this committee hearing for the first time are requested to rise to take their oath. Comsec, please.
Please raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this committee? So help you God. The oath has been administered, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Acop.
Madam Chair,
Please proceed.
there were, in the last hearing conducted on December 18, 2024, there were certain deliverables. First, may I know if the Bureau of Local Government Finance, Directors Ricardo Bobis and Maria Rodora are present?
I'm present, Your Honor.
Can you please identify yourself again?
Um,
You are?
I am Maria Rodora Gascon, Regional Director po ng Bureau of Local Government Finance Regional Office 6.
You were required to submit Silay City's net debt servicing ceiling and borrowing capacity.
We already submitted, sir, through electronic copy as well as hard copy of the said
We confirm, Madam
certificates
Chair.
Comsec.
on January 6 po, ma'am.
Yes, we take note of your answer that the same have been submitted by email.
For the
Including the hard copy. Ma'am. Our central office had sent it through.
Can we confirm from Comsec if we receive both the electronic and the hard copy of the net debt service ceiling and borrowing capacity of the City of Silay?
We confirm, Madam Chair.
next, from the Monetary Board, Bangko Sentral of the Philippines, Representative Ms. Siti Hanisa. Butukan. The clarification as to whether net debt servicing ceiling and borrowing capacity verification is handled by the Department of Finance or the BLGF.
Do we have Siti Hanisa Butukan here?
Madam Chair,
Yes, please.
good morning. Yes, Madam Chair, we have confirmed in the last hearing that it is the Bureau of Local Government Finance that issues the certificate of net debt ceiling and borrowing capacity, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Land Bank of the Philippines Representative Ms. Magalona Chu. Copy of the loan agreement to confirm the loan terms and conditions.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have submitted last.
May we confirm from COMSEC?
We confirm, Madam Chair.
From Mayor Judith Gallego through Vice Mayor Ledesma, the excuse letter for his absence during the previous hearing.
Vice Mayor,
Good morning. Yes,
you are being required to submit the excuse letter of the
Yes.
Mayor of Silay.
I am not privy about the order that I would submit.
Were you present during the last hearing?
Yes, I was po.
You're not listening then, Vice Mayor.
I'm sorry po.
Nandito sa minutes.
Madam Chair.
Sorry.
The Honorable, with the
With
indulgence of the
indulgence.
Honorable Ako.
Yes, with the indulgence of Honorable Acop, I have with me a copy of the letter of excuse coming from Mayor Judith Gallego, dated January 30, 2025. This is the second letter from Mayor Gallego since the first hearing, because during the first hearing he was present, the second hearing was absent, and now once again he sent us an excuse letter regarding his absence in today's hearing. Now, for the information of the members of this honorable committee, Mayor Gallego is asking to be excused in today's hearing because, once again, because of the Mount Canlaon eruption, and the Silay City DRMM Council has recently passed resolution number 2025-01 series of 2025, adopting the Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolution number 1446 series of 2024, declaring the province of Negros Occidental under a state of calamity due to eruption of Canlaon volcano. And the third part of the letter, third paragraph, additionally, Silay City has been designated as an evacuation site in the event of an eruption, further emphasizing my indispensable role in coordinating and facilitating the readiness of our evacuation efforts. As mayor, it is my solemn duty to ensure that all necessary precautions are taken to protect the lives and well-being of our constituents, including preparing the evacuation center, organizing resources, ensuring that response teams are fully equipped and ready to act immediately. So, the letter, COMSEC, is it an invitation that was sent to Mayor Gallego or Sioco's order? Still an invitation. Madam Chair, with this letter sent to us by Mayor Gallego, I think the presence of Mayor Gallego in this committee hearing vis-a-vis his function as mayor in Silay City in preparation for the eruption of Mount Canlaon volcano, I think he should be present, Madam Chair, in today's hearing, because he can appoint somebody, no? And this is just a half-day hearing. He can fly from Bacolod, from Silay Airport to Manila, just 1 hour, and the hearing start 9:30, and this hearing will end at 12:30, and he can travel back to Silay City today, either mid-afternoon or late evening, Madam Chair, because we have at least at the minimum 4 flights a day in Bacolod. So with that, Madam Chair, the excuse letter for me, the excuse letter of Mayor Gallego is not acceptable. And with that, Madam Chair, I move that we issue a show cause order for Mayor Gallego and to be present in the next hearing, Madam Chair. So move, Madam Chair.
The Chairman Paduano moves for the issuance of show cause order against Mayor Gallego for his unacceptable excuse letter. Do we hear a second? The motion having been seconded, do we hear any objection? And there being no objection, the motion for the issuance of show cause order against Mayor Gallego is hereby granted.
Lastly, Madam Chair, with regards to the presence of Mayor Gallego in today's hearing, we have with us the council, no, representing Mayor Gallego, but in the person of Attorney Davides. But Attorney, since under our protocol, under our rules, council are only allowed to render legal advice to his client, and in this case, how can you render a legal advice to Mayor Gallego if he's not present in today's hearing? So the presence of attorney, the counsel of Mayor Gallego in today's hearing is duly recognized, but you cannot speak for on behalf of the mayor. Sorry po, attorney. So he must be present so that you can render legal advice for the good mayor. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
As manifested, the presence of the lawyer of Mayor Gallego is duly notified.
May I proceed, Madam Chair?
Honorable Acop,
Thank you. May I know if Attorney Harder is present?
do we have Attorney Harder inside? Because I believe that there's a standing contempt and detention order against Attorney Harder. Do we have Attorney Harder?
I think Attorney Harder is not present. He's still at large and he's not reported to Congress,
Oh.
Madam Chair.
Oh, so may we hear from the Office of the Sergeant at Arms the status of the service of contempt and detention order against Attorney Harder? Do we have a representative from the Office of the Sergeant at Arms? Comsec, please.
None, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, for the information of everyone, and that includes the officials of the local government of Silay, Attorney Harder did not report to Congress since January 6. Supposedly, he should report in Congress January 6 because he was given furlough until January 6. No? And the contempt order was issued December 18, and he was given furlough until January 6. He will spend his Christmas outside of the detention facility of Congress, but he never surrenders. That's why, Madam Chair, may we ask now, may we ask, of course I have not read the progress report that was sent to us by the City Mayor of Silay with regards to the status of Attorney Harder. Do you have, Comsec, a copy of all those? And maybe, Madam Chair, if Madam Chair and the indulgence of Chairman Acop will allow, we will ask now or maybe later the disposition of the local government of Silay to the Vice Mayor's to the Vice Mayor Ledesma with regards to the status of Attorney Harder.
Vice Mayor Ledesma?
Yes, I personally don't know his status, ma'am.
Is he reporting at the LG of Silay?
No,
He is not?
he is not.
Do you know if he filed any leave of absence as mayor of Silay?
When I asked the city administrator, Your Honor, she said that he is in absent without leave.
So he is a wall,
Correct.
absence without leave. Since
Correct.
when?
Since he got contempt here at
It's December 18.
correct.
The order was December 18, but he was granted furlough.
Yes.
So the status of the contempt and the detention order is that the same will be implemented on January 6. You're saying since December 18, he has been absent from reporting to the Silay City LGU?
As I have known, yes, I believe so, Your Honor.
And would you confirm if he filed a formal leave of absence?
I cannot confirm that.
Do we have the DILG officer of Silay?
Madam
Or-
Chair, we
yeah.
have no.
Can you please enlighten this committee as to the status of Attorney Harder, right?
Yeah.
Attorney Harder. Ano po bang status ni Attorney Harder ngayon?
Your Honor, it's only now that I know that Mr. Harder is already not reporting to his office, Madam Chair.
This is the only time
Yeah.
that you became aware, no? So any other official from the city of Silay who can shed light? Yes, Councilor Hinolan.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Ma'am Chair. The last time I saw Attorney Harder was during our LGU Christmas party. That was
Christmas party.
December 27 or 28, I think.
Mhm.
And then last January 7, as chairman of the Committee on Peace and Order, I was informed by our chief of police that he was informed by our provincial director of the police that he has an order to look for Attorney Harder and to accompany him to Congress, Mr. Chair. Excuse me, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
And I was also informed by the mayor that the mayor issued a office order to Attorney Harder last January 3, I think, to report for his contempt order here at Congress. And last week was also ordered for a show cause order, Mr. Chair, by the mayor this is reason why not attending this contempt order.
Are you saying that Mayor Gallego issued a show cause order to Attorney Harder
Yes,
to explain why he is not reporting to the Congress?
yes, ma'am.
Oh.
21.
Ironically, the mayor is being issued by the committee now a show cause order to explain why he's not attending the committee hearing. Nonetheless, Honorable Paduano, may we direct the committee secretary to make the necessary coordination with the provincial office of Negros and the city police office of Silay for the proper implementation of the detention and contempt order of Attorney Harder. I believe he is the administrator or legal officer. Legal officer. And may we direct as well the DILG officer of Silay City to submit a position paper with respect to the status of the absences of Attorney Harder.
Madam Chair, if I may, we already wrote a letter to the provincial PNP, and this is the reply, if I may read.
Yes, Comsec, please.
Dear Honorable Paduano, I am writing in response to your letter dated January 6, 2025 regarding the request for assistance in escorting Attorney Janos Harder to the HREP to ensure his detention as mandated by the committee. We would like to inform you that we have already notified Attorney Harder about the contempt order issued by the committee through his secretary, Ms. Emeline Perez, with the facilitation of Police Lieutenant Colonel Mark Anthony Daroca, COP of Silay, Component City Police Station. PLT called Daroca also personally coordinated and discussed this matter with his son, Yuri Harder, who later informed us that Attorney Harder had already left for Manila on January 4, 2025. Mrs. Estrella Harder did not receive the contempt order during the visit of Police Lieutenant Genovia at the residence. She stated that her husband had departed for Manila and that she had no personal knowledge of Attorney Harder's whereabouts. Furthermore, it has been confirmed by ABSEC Silay Bacolod Airport that he departed on January 4, 2025 via Cebu Pacific Flight 5J474 at approximately 6:30 a.m. with seat number 2F.
He is in Manila. Okay. The letter of Provincial Director is duly noted. Nonetheless, we are seeking the assistance of the police officers for the proper implementation of the contempt and the detention order against Attorney Harder. Honorable Paduano.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I have with me a copy dated January 23 from the office of Mayor Gallego, stating the fact that Mayor Gallego issue a memorandum directing Attorney General Sarder that was dated January 2, 2025 to comply with the orders of legislative inquiry, but he failed to report to Congress. That's number one po. Comsec, do you have a copy of this memorandum? None.
We will check our records.
Anyway, ma'am, that's number one point. Number two, as mentioned by Councilor Hinulan, in this letter dated January 23, 2025, Mayor Gallego also stated that he also issued a notice to explain show cause order and return to work order to Attorney Harder, which has been sent to both his office and residence. Now, so he was issued a memorandum January 2, but the show cause order ito po, we have a copy of the memorandum now directing Attorney General Sarder to report to Congress. But the show cause order or notice to explain, wala pong kopya yung committee. So we may ask, siguro, yeah.
Show cause ng mayor kay Attorney Harder.
So we have also a copy of the show cause order. Kaya lang, bakit yung date was, the memorandum was January 23, while the show cause order was January 21, 2025. Baka nagkamali tayo dito. Kasi dapat mauna yung memorandum
bago pa ang show cause.
Bagong show cause. Pero yung memorandum dito is dated January 21, while the memorandum is dated January 23, while the show cause order was issued January 21. So, Comsec, Madam Chair, can we ask the Comsec to clarify this to the office of the mayor?
Comsec, please make the necessary clarification with the office of Mayor Gallego.
Noted, Madam Chair.
Pero yung letter. What I'm saying is the letter addressed to this honorable committee. Pero yung date is February 2. No, February 2. January 2. Tama po yun. Kasi yung show cause, kasi yung order, supposedly for Harder to report in Congress was January 6. O prior to that date, January 6, nag-issue na po memorandum yung office of the mayor for him to report to Congress. But ang date ang problema. The date was January 23 and the show cause was January 21. So, nauna. Now, problema po yun. Baka nagkamali kayo dun sa tracing of the date. Now, second, Madam Chair, can we ask the DILG, or wala kasing civil service dito but can we ask the DILG with regards to what possible liabilities Attorney Harder for not reporting and not heeding to the memorandum issued to him by Mayor Gallego of Silay City? The first was for him to report in Congress dated February 2. Second is the show cause order that was issued to him by Mayor Gallego without any response. And that was January 2 pala. DLG?
G, please enlighten the committee with respect to the possible administrative consequences about the failure of Attorney Harder to comply with the two orders of the office of the mayor.
Good morning po, Madam Chair. For Attorney Harder, we're not complying with the yung sa directive po, definitely there will be an administrative case po. We will coordinate with the civil service regarding that para si ano po si Attorney Harder is makasunod po.
Specific, what particular violation is he committing? Because he is not complying with the order of the mayor. Two orders.
With respect to the two orders po regarding that, I believe it's an usurpation po of authority. Ganyan.
Why usurpation of authority?
Hindi kasi po hindi niya tinalo yung order ng mayor.
Can you please identify yourself first?
Yes.
I think you just sat on your chair, no?
Yes.
Did you take your oath already?
Yes po, ma'am. This is my first time po to attend the hearing.
Yourself first, and on what capacity are you appearing before this committee?
Yes po. Good morning again, Madam Chair. I'm Attorney Margalvez from the DILG. I was tasked to accompany po ang regional office regarding the investigation po of the SILAI.
Okay, so can you please enlighten us about the specific violation? You said usurpation of authority.
Yes po, Madam Chair. Kasi po,
Usurpation of authority.
kasi there was an order po regarding Attorney Harder, and we did not follow that a certain order po. That's why.
Madam Chair.
Honorable
Yes,
Akop, medyo nalito po kami dun sa usurpation of authority nyo. Kasi when you say usurpation, ibig sabihin you're exercising an authority which do not belong to you. Honorable Akop.
I'm sorry po, it's insubordination po. Insubordination. Medyo kawado na po, Madam Chair, since this is my first time po. Pasensya po.
Now we are on the same page.
Yes po.
Insubordination. Okay, please enlighten the committee. How do we do about this insubordination? Paano po ba natin sina-shepherd, file who will be the complainant, so the erring public officer will be properly disciplined?
Yung insubordination po, Madam Chair, usually ang profile po yan ng kaso is, I mean, yung complainant is dito po, I believe.
You mean, which one? Sino po magfa-file?
Si Mayor po, I believe.
I understand that you're representing the office of the Department of Interior and Local Government, and you should be able to assist, shed light, enlighten the people in the local government on how we do about this, no?
Yes,
so I hope that you will be certain about the information that you will be sharing to the committee. This is an order issued by the mayor. And you're right, there's an insubordination that is happening because of his failure to heed to the order of the mayor. Now, please explain to us, sino po dapat mag-file? Aling office ang mag-hear? And what is the possible sanction?
Yung magpa-file po is yung office of the mayor because Attorney Harder did not obey or follow the directive po.
Who will hear? Who will hear the case of insubordination?
I believe.
Which particular office of the DILG receives similar complaint?
I believe that's under the trial investigation division po, yung DILG.
And this trial investigation division is the one which resolves as well?
They will conduct a trial, Madam Chair po.
Are you connected to that office, yes or no?
Under po ako sa legal research po. I'm not under sa division po ng trial investigation po.
So do you have past experience already about handling administrative complaints and filing the same with the trial and investigation office?
No po, Madam Chair, since our division is
in other words, you have no proper background to shed light on the matter.
Yes po, Madam Chair.
And would you know, just makasakali lang, ano bang possible sanction nitong insubordination?
It ranges from suspension po to, I believe, dismissal.
Suspension to dismissal. Ang laki ng disparity nun, ha? Suspension to dismissal. I hope we can get more specific answer from the TILG. Can we hear from the regional director if she can help us on this? Can we have more specific answer about administrative complaint being filed with the TILG?
Good morning, Madam Chair. I believe the ILG is not a juridical body, Madam Chair. And if ever there are instances related to this is about appointive officials and not elective officials. So we are not really privy of this, Madam Chair. I believe if this case of Attorney Harder, it's more within the authority of the Civil Service Commission, Madam Chair.
Honorable Paduano.
Madam Chair, ganito lang po. Kasi the case of Attorney Harder is not only insubordination, continuous absences. And I do believe na tama po si RD, na it falls with the Civil Service Commission. Now, let me read lang Section 63, Madam Chair, no? Section 63 of the rules, 16 of the Omnibus Civil Service Rules and Regulations, as amended. Section 63, effect of absences without approved leave. An official or an employee who is continuously absent without approved leave for at least 30 days, 30 working days, shall be considered an absence without official leave. And shall be separated from the service or dropped from the rules without prior notice. Without prior notice. He shall, however, be informed at his address appearing on his 201 files of his separation from the service not later than 5 days from its effectivity. Now, dropping the rules without prior notice. And that authority is for the mayor of Silay City, kay Mayor Gallego po. Now, ang question lang dito, Madam Chair, kahit hindi na natin imbitahan yung CEC kasi ito na mismo yun, no? Section 63 in the next hearing. Now, ang question, where will be the reckoning date? Because the first memorandum that was issued was January 2. While the show cause order issued by Mayor Judith Gallego, wala pong date. And I hope, alam ba ni Consejero Linuran, alam mo ba yung date ng show cause? Kasi po, yun na lang pong issue dito eh. So, kung ang ano ko dito is kung the show cause order was issued, the reckoning date, show cause order, not the memorandum issued to him. But definitely, kung ang reckoning date is February 2, which is the memorandum issued to him, and he never hid that memorandum from the mayor of Silay, that will be the reckoning date. January 21 yung show cause. So, yung January 21, that was the date, Chairman Acop, that was sent to us. But the exact date, no, that was issued by that show cause order, wala po. Kaya nga pinapasabit natin yung show cause order dito sa committee. Yung memorandum, may exact date na po, February 2. Now, question, Ma'am, DRLG, in your humble opinion, ma'am, what will be the reckoning date? The memorandum or the show cause order? The memorandum for him to report in Congress or the show cause order for him to explain
Madam
the
Chair.
office of the mayor of Silay.
Madam Chair, for us in the government service, our absence is being reckoned on the date where we do not show in office. So that's physical presence in office means we are absent unless otherwise we are sick. So regardless of the dates we are referring to,
Tama po, pero ang sinasabi ko lang dito, RD, tama po, kasi dalawang case yun eh. Kung titingnan mo dalawang case, insubordination at the same time, absence without leave. Now, ang problema lang dito, kung tama po, ito, yung letter ni Mayor Gallego, the first memorandum, and the date of that memorandum was dated January 2.
Ano yan?
He issued a show cause order January 21. It takes 19 days for him to issue a show cause order. Now, DLG, paki-check niyo po yung process dito. Kasi, ito pala January 21 na, may exact date. January 21 was the show cause order, but that memorandum issued to him was January 2. In the absence of the attorney adverse compliance with that memorandum, supposedly January 6, he should report to Congress. Nag-issue siya ng show cause January 21. It takes 15 days.
Pero January 2. Madam Chair, can you give us a little more time to discuss about this, and we will just update or give you feedback in a little while?
Would you like to discuss this a little later or some other date? I hope you can discuss it within the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will have to.
We will go back to you about the proper disposition of issues raised by Chairman Paduano.
Yes, ma'am.
Honorable Paduano.
Madam Chair, last na lang po to. And Madam Chair, we don't need to invite the Civil Service Commission po. DLG na lang po. Sa opisina niyo po, i-check niyo na lang po kasi you have to coordinate because this is a local government issue. No? So please coordinate na lang po sa CEC din. Balikan niyo po kami not later than this week kasi today is Monday. Please inform the COMSEC with the result of your consultation with the Civil Service Commission po. Dalawa kasi insubordination at the same time, a possible issuance of absence without leave. And malinaw po dito, within 30 working days. Ang question ngayon is the reckoning date. When will that be? January 21 or January 2? Second, Madam, RD, second is memorandum was issued January 2. But the show cause order was issued January 2021. Napakatagal po. It takes more than 15 days for Mayor Gallego to issue a show cause order. Now, what is the ruling of the Civil Service or your office in regards to this?
Mr. Chair will take it po. We will get back to you within the week po.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable Honorable Paduano, sorry. I just wish to clarify, would you like the DILG to explain and shed light after this hearing or within the day? Because I believe it is just a phone call that they need to do with the Civil Service Commission.
Mas maganda po within the day. Within the day po, ma'am.
With that,
RD.
we hereby direct the Office of the DILG Regional Office to make the necessary coordination with the Civil Service to shed light on the possible violation of Attorney Harder. One is absence without leave, and second is insubordination of the two orders issued by the Office of the Mayor. Thank you, Honorable Paduano. Before we proceed, we would like to recognize the presence of the Honorable Deputy Speaker, Yasser Alonto Balindong of the 2nd District of Lanao del Sur. Good morning, TS.
Madam Chair,
Honorable Acop.
for the last deliverable, may not the city treasurer of Siray City is already present. And
Can you please sit on the chair and approach the microphone? Have you taken your oath? Ma'am, have you taken your oath? Yes, so that will do. You can use the other microphone.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Marivic Bingson, the Acting City Treasurer of Silay City.
Thank you. Honorable Acop.
in the hearing of December 18, you were absent, Madam.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you were required to explain your absence?
Yes,
You
Your,
submitted such?
yes, Your Honor.
And you were also required to submit a detailed financial report of the City of Silay 2023 annual budget. Have you complied with this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Madam Chair, may I make a manifestation?
Honorable Akop.
I think Attorney Harder has not only committed, shall we say, administrative lapses insofar as his job is concerned. Being a lawyer, he is considered to be an officer of the court, and therefore he has to obey legal processes. May I request the committee study whether we can file disbarment proceedings against Attorney Harder, Mr. Chair? Madam Chair.
The Honorable Akop is recommending that the committee study the possible ground for disbarment committed by Attorney Harder because of his continued refusal to obey not just the order of the committee, but even the order of the office of the mayor, plus his continued absence in today's hearing amid his unacceptable excuse. We take note of the recommendation made by the Honorable Akop. The committee secretariat is directed to make the necessary coordination with our committee members.
Noted, Madam Chair.
Before we proceed,